Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. And today is another day of my episode of Freedom Talks with Christine. I hope everyone is doing well. And for today, um, I have a very special guest. And I am beyond excited for my guest for today. But before anything else, allow me to introduce myself. If you are new to my page, my name is Christine, and I'm coming to you live from Arizona, USA. I am a mother, a wife. I have three amazing adult children, and I have two adorable grandchildren. And my husband and I, we own a brick and mortar business, but at the same time, I'm also running my own online business as my CEO, as the CEO of my own online digital business. And so my guest is a woman from Minnesota who left her job in social services to pursue something bold and different. And today she's built a thriving online business that gives her both the income and the lifestyle she once dreamed of. And you are going to hear how she made that shift, the challenges she overcame, and why she's so passionate about helping others to do the same. So stay with us, grab your coffee, stay relaxed, and get ready to be inspired by someone who truly embodies this online journey, what this online journey is all about. So let me welcome my guest, and here we go. Hi, hi, Tris. Her name is Tay. She's from Minnesota, and she will inspire our viewers today about her journey in this online business. And thank you so much, Sis, for this opportunity. And I know you're driving, but that's great, right? That's why this online business, you can do this from anywhere, wherever you are, even you are traveling, right? So, yeah,
Yes.
um, give us a little background about yourself, where you are from, and what your background is. So take it away, sis.
Okay. Thank you for having me here. It is truly an honor to be able to share my journey with you guys today. For all of you who don't know who I am, my name is Tay, and I am a full time digital business owner now, business coach and mentor on this online space. And I am a mom, a wife. And in my previous life, I used to work in the social service field. So I worked a lot with a lot of like human behavior stuff, and like also in the child protection field, and also in the child care field too. So I have a versatile background and helping people, and I was always looking, wanting to help people. And I'm from Minnesota. I moved in Arizona. I was there. I just moved back to Minnesota. So I just know that this business travels with you guys. I am in the car, like Chris said, and it's traveling with me, and I'm able to still check into business. So I'm excited to be here to share my journey with all of you. And thank you, Christine, for having me here.
Yeah. So um, before you started in this online business, so what made you shift from looking like for something different?
Oh my goodness. I have to say, I do enjoy my work before. It was very rewarding because I was able to help people, but I always felt there's something missing. Also, because I'm a mom, a first time mom, and I missed out on all of my son's milestones. That first babble, the first rollover, when moms and dads want to see the baby's first rollover, right? Or their first word of just babbling at you, because I had to go back to work right after my 1 month. Okay. Because in my culture, I we have this tradition of staying 1 month before we have to go to work. Otherwise, I would have to go back right after giving birth, because my job well, actually, our lives depended on my job, and so I had to stay that 1 month and it was unpaid, right? And so I missed out on all of my son's milestones. I didn't get to see him growing up. I missed out on his extracurricular activities too. Like one time he had uh an event at school, a fundraising event running, and I couldn't make it. He was like, "Mom, are you gonna be there?" I was like, "I can't make it, but your dad will be there." And so he was like, "Aw," and that's all. I was like, "Aw," it was already like heartbroken enough already, right? So yeah, that's what made me want to look for more. And plus, a lot of things that happen between there, where you wake up, it's like that routine: go wake up, go to work, come home, repeat, right? You just visit home, and that's what I felt like. And it also, my long story, I have a very long story, but it's family too, right? So like I needed a time with my family one, and we'd always rush back home to go to work, or we'll have call in when we go visit family, and there was never enough time. And so I was just like, my gosh, there's got to be more to life than this, right? Than trading my time and always like waiting for that paycheck. Like it's never enough, no matter how much you make. You're like growing up, my parents always said, go to school, get a higher education, get a good job, and you'll so you can make a lot of money and save money. That is good. We did all that, but it just racked up more debt because of student loans. And so we're just waiting for that paycheck and deciding, okay, am I going to buy face lotion this month, or am I going to pay my bills? Right. So sometimes the bills win.
Right. Yeah.
So yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, I can totally relate, like, missing milestones of our children, because I was a single mother for 15 years myself before I got married again, right? So I have really missed a lot of milestones of my children, especially my boys. They play basketball, so they have games, and it's just so, when I look back, I really felt like I missed so much. And now I have grandchildren. I want to do that. I don't want to miss those miss precious moments. Yeah. So I was very fortunate. I was able to visit my granddaughter in Ireland, and my grandson, who is in Australia now. I haven't visited them in Australia, but we I met him when I went back to the Philippines to visit them, right? But that is very true that we are so busy with our, trying to provide for our family, for our children, and we just miss all the precious moments in our lives, right? So that's why, yeah, we always have this online business opportunity that we share to people who wanted to have that time freedom, and of course the time flexibility, right? And so, when how did you find out like this is the right business for you? Like if this is legitimate, or like were you skeptical, or were there any fears or doubts before you jump into this online business?
Oh yes, I was so skeptical. I was more skeptical than my husband.
Oh,
I was I was scared. I When I found this business, I didn't even use my bank card online. I never shopped online because that's how fearful I was of putting my card online. And when I found this business, something in my heart like just said do it. And I did it. And then after the fact that I did it, then I was like, oh my gosh, what did I just do? Is it real or is it not real? And then um the best part was it was real, okay? Because like they said, they'll send you an email, and then you'll have a link in there to go and watch the pre-coaching videos that will tell you a lot more about the business. And so that's exactly what I did. So I followed through, and there was an actual person who reached out to me. So that's why I was like, okay, then this is probably real. And then after they sent my mentor sent me the email, I was like, okay, you have to call me, because if you don't call me, then that means you're not a real person. But if you call me, then that means you're a real person. So my mentor called me, and we talked for like almost like 2 hours, and we've never met each other before. And that's also okay, this business is real. And so then it was ancient history after that, because I learned about the business, and it was an amazing thing. It was not easy though, I have to tell you though. But that's how I knew it was real, because my heart told me, because like your instincts tell you. And I've never had that before, and I've never done anything like that. And then the best part was a real person was able to answer my questions for me. That's how I determined that the business was real. And then I did my other researches after I watched the pre-coach videos, those videos that they send you about to about the business and stuff. And I did my research, did my due diligence, and found that the business and everything was legit.
Right. Yeah. So that's why right here, we always, we have always a free webinar for you to check it out so you can see for yourself. And we provide all the informations there, right? We have uh, to understand the basic model of the business. And so if you think, this business is maybe the one that you want to do, then you have to, you just have to get the information, right? And because without the information, you wouldn't know really what you are going into. And same for me, like I also saw my mentor and the coach through the social media ad, right? So we all see that, and while we were scrolling on our Facebook or whatever platform that you are scrolling into, and you can see all these people that sharing about this online business, and that's how we share here. And that's why we are also doing these live interviews, so that you will know that we are real people having real results, right? And I just met Sis Tay in our convention last week, right? So, and it was
Yes.
really a fun experience, a great experience that we are able to meet in person, although most of us here in the in our community, we only meet online in our regular Zoom meetings, in our weekly masterminds. But when we get like an event, so we really be able to meet offline as well, in person. And that is more exciting because, it just felt like we are family, right? Even though we haven't really meet in person yet. But when we meet in person, it's just like, oh, it's so familiar already, right? Yeah. So, yeah, I know. I'm sure that there are so many people who are scared because of this. There are also a lot of scammers right now, right? So, but we have to be very careful about it, because we really wouldn't know until we find out or we get the information. And that's how also other people, when they ask for, for about this business, then they would like to talk to me. Of course, I will give them a call and let them know that I'm real, that this is not something that, we just do it for fun, right? So we have all the risk involved here. We have our pictures on our business pages. If you go to our business pages, we have our family, we show everything. And that's how credible we are, that we want to show people that we are authentic, right? So on your for your personal impact, how does this online business change your life, and like both professionally and personally? And what are the most memorable milestone or the wow moment since you started doing this business?
Oh, that's a great question. There's so many moments because no success is too small to celebrate. Okay, I just want to remind everyone that. But the
Right.
biggest impact on me for personally, I found my purpose through this business. Okay, I knew I wanted to help people, but I didn't know how. I was always feeling missing. A part of me was missing, even when I was working in such a rewarding field. And when I found this business and I found my purpose, I was like, oh my gosh, this was meant for me to help people. This is how I'm supposed to help people change their lives, and that they are worthy of success. They're worthy of living a life with options and choices, and that we don't have to make a choice of trading time or giving up our family time. And that's when I realized, my gosh, that's my purpose. That's how I'm supposed to help people, right? So professionally, it helped me get out of my comfort zone. Okay, if you met me 5 years ago, I'm such an introvert. Okay, if you meet me in person, I really still don't know what to say because I'm an introvert, and I just through this online business, like you said, you get to be truly authentically you, and that shy person inside isn't really shy anymore. And I changed so much to where I'm able to talk in front of a group. right? Not in person yet, but online. I have more confidence, and my leadership skills. I've grown so much because I wouldn't be able to do all that stuff 5 years ago if I was still in the corporate world, because I was always scared of what people would think of me, what people would say, what people would think what I'm saying or what I'm doing. And so it has helped me so much in that field. I've developed personally and professionally. And it also, the biggest, my oh my goodness moments is all of those successes and the milestones. When you learn how to make our system work for you, oh my gosh, you wake up to magic every single day. And when you hit those milestones, it's like boom, boom, boom. And the biggest one was the fourth milestone. And the most amazing one was the sixth milestone. And I was like, oh my gosh, the more milestones and achievements you achieve, you're like, okay, I want more. I can do more. I never knew I had this inside me. So that was the biggest impact of helping me grow as a person professionally and personally, and has changed my life too, actually, to where, like I said, I don't have to um, make like choose one or the other. I can choose both. I don't have to just choose time or money anymore. I can choose to have. I have the option to have the money, have the time to spend with my
Right.
son. So yeah, so that's how much it's more. That's only the prominent ones that if you let me talk all day, I'll talk all day about this business because that's how passionate I am. But
Yeah, yeah, I'm sure. Yes, yeah. So yeah, I mean, I think we all here in our online business, we started out like, shy, introvert, and for me myself, I can also say that I'm an introvert, like, right? So I didn't even, create my Facebook uh, account personally. My one of my friend created it for me, and I can just remember how many times I've used it, right? And now I just started, realizing that how powerful the social media is, especially the Facebook, right? Because I mean, how many million of users are you the Facebook has, and so and by using this social media is not bad, but if you use it in a very productive way, you'll really be able to earn online, because that's what we do here. And that's why we always come here sharing our stories to inspire you to really know what you can, probably something is that you are looking for, that this might be, you can try it out, and there's really um, nothing that you can lose, because this free webinar that we have is no cost, and you can just start with that, and then you go from there. At least you take the first step, right? And then if you want to know more, then there will be another step, but the first step really is trying to get that information. Yeah. So, and this the online business is just so, like, there's the reach is really wide. There's still many who doesn't know about this online business. So, and our business, because this is global, that's why we have business partners from all over the world. That's why when we had our convention, it was a really, wow moment, that we find any people from different countries, different cultures, different races, and yeah, so it was something very, 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 very incredible and very inspiring as well, to hear the stories of those, successful business owners. And of course, the business, just like any other type of business, you have to put your effort, right? You have to put your dedication, your commitment. So, in your opinion, what are the qualities or the characteristics that a person need to succeed in this online business?
mm, for anyone to be successful, you have to have self drive. Because if you don't have self drive, you won't be wanting to start anything, right? Even when you start something that you've been waiting to start, you need discipline. You have to be consistent, okay? And you have to have self motivation. Otherwise, you're not gonna pick up, because when you're owning your own business and you're your own boss and you're let's say we okay, so we're we're digital CEOs, okay? Because we own our own digital business. And so you have to do all of the work because you're your own marketing, you are your own financing, you're your own, what do you may call it, data entry, your own uh, data, you name it, right? Everything you have to put it together. But the best part is we have a system that's already put together for you, but you just have to set it up. But you still have to have self drive to be able to start. And you have to be able to follow simple instruction. Because if you can't follow simple instruction and you're a procrastinator, then you're not going to be successful. It's not for you. Okay. But if you are someone who is a self starter, self driven, motivated, and you can stay consistent, when you start something, you're going to finish it, then that's for you. Because if you start something and you have leave it halfway, it's not good, you're not successful. So the qualities of somebody who's going to be successful are all that I've named above. So that's what it's going to take to be successful in this business and to show up no matter what and do whatever it takes to win.
Yeah, sorry about that. I had a call. Anyway, so yeah, thank you for that. And I know it's me and my husband, we own a brick and mortar business, right? So we also started, like putting our effort into it to make it grow. So it's just like any other type of business. This online business is just the same, right? We have to do the promoting, do whatever it takes to make our business grow. And that's how we do. But the difference is here in our online business, the system is already there for you. There we have a training, video-based training, full video-based training that you can, you just have to follow. And this is all part of the package that you are going to get. The systems, the automated email marketing system, your sales funnel where even while you sleep, it closes the sales for you, right? So how amazing is that? If you do this, like we have our own website in our other business, in our brick and mortar business, we have to pay for that, for the developer to develop the website. And it costs like, probably right now, because that was like 7 years ago, probably right now it would cost maybe $4,000 to $5,000. And here it's part of the package, that fee, that one-time membership fee that you just need to pay to be able to get more information about what really or how you can earn in this business. And the company, the 51 years company that we are affiliated with, and that's why we chose that, because they are already credible in the market, right? And they have offices like worldwide, 46 countries. So it's just so all you need is just to plug into the system. It's like they said that 90% is already done for you. You just do the 10%, right? So that is so powerful, and that is what we love our business, right? Because everything is automated and we can just really be able to do the things we love, like you traveling or doing your chores, but you're still doing your business, right? Yeah. So what does freedom mean to you? And what are the most excited, what you are most excited about for your future?
What does freedom look like for my future? Is that what you asked?
Yeah, what are you most excited about for your future?
I'm most excited about when my son graduates, I'll be able to complete my strategy calls from a beach.
Yeah.
Because right now, even though I have time, okay, my son's still in school. My boss, okay, so if anybody out there knows me, my boss is still in school. So when he's done with school, we're going to be able to travel a lot more instead of just the summers. And then we'll be able to do strategy calls from a beach or wherever we end up, right? So that's what I'm most excited for in the future, to be able to travel a lot more than I am already now.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. That is all what all the people probably would like to have, that dream to be able to travel around the world, right? So, for me, my grandchildren are scattered all over, and that's also the good part, that I can visit them whenever I want, right? So, yeah. And what do you have any last words for those people, like any final words of encouragement for those maybe sitting on the fence or looking for something and that hope that this is the right one for them?
Mm, yes, I do. You'll never know if it's the right one for you or not if you don't check it out or do your due diligence or your research, right? Me and you wouldn't be here, Christine, if we didn't say yes. Let's just check it out and see what it is all about, right? So if you don't give it a chance, you'll never know what what if it was the right thing, right? So if you've been watching and you're still seeing this come across, like any of these, if you see anything, any opportunity, right? Not even just ours, maybe it's meant for you because you've been asking for something, you've been looking for something, and so my advice to you is just check it out, right? Just find out if it what it is, because like Christine said earlier, the internet's fast, but and we're scared of like scams and that there are scams, okay? But not everything is a scam. You have to be open to learning. You have to be open to like just see new things and try new things. Otherwise, you'll always be inside that bubble of fear, and you'll always be stuck where you are. You'll always be wondering why, what if, or what could have been, right? So you got to step out of that bubble. You got to step out of that comfort zone. Just check it out and just do it. Do it scared, because you'll never know what's on the other side of fear. Because it might not even be fear on the other side. It might be sweet success. Okay, so that's just my
Right.
advice to you.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. So again, as I mentioned earlier, that's why we have this free webinar that you can always check it out every Tuesdays and Thursdays, and the time zone will depend on wherever you are located. But once you register your name and your email address to our websites, you will be able to receive the information, and it will guide you on your next steps, what you need to do forward. Right. So you really have nothing to lose. If you are here by chance watching our live or maybe watching our replays, then this might be something that you are looking for, right? So there is not it is not by accident that you have been, you saw us here. So there's I that's always we tell people, just check it out. There's nothing to lose and it's free until you really decide that you want to move forward, then it's also refundable within 30 days. And you know what's in it for you that that you don't take that action. There's really, if you don't like it, then you get your money back, right? As long as you did that part, you did that first step, because you will always like think in your mind that what if I did it, or what if I didn't do this, right? So the regret always comes last, it doesn't comes first. Yeah. So, yeah, I think that's all for us for today for our session for Freedom Talks with Christine. And thank you so much this day. I really appreciate you coming on, even you are doing your chores. And that's how incredible we have in this business, showing people that we travel at the same time running our own business. Okay. Yeah.
You're,
Thank you so much. And I hope to see
you're
you
welcome.
in our next offline event, right?
Yes. Thank you
Okay,
for
bye
having
for
me
now.
here.
Yeah, thank you so much. Bye.